I don't know who needs to hear this, but listen to me when I say that you are not a bad person because you have credit card debt. People on the internet are going to make you feel like you are just the worst person and like you have no idea what you're doing with money, which might be a little bit true, but that doesn't mean that you can't fix things. You can become better with money. It's so simple. It's not easy, but it's simple to figure out how to budget, how to stick to a budget, and get better with money so that you can get yourself out of this situation. I am not saying it's easy. It is not. As someone who has been on this journey for the past year, it is anything but easy. But it is simple, and you can do it because we can do hard things. If you're feeling down and depressed because you have credit card debt, you've got to get out of that slump because that's not doing you any favors. Being depressed about your credit card debt is not helping you get out of your credit card debt. Sit down, come up with a plan, figure it out, do the dang thing, and I promise you, once you have a plan, you're going to feel so much better about it.
The one thing also I'm struggling with paying this credit card debt is knowing when to tap out. Knowing when it's time to say, all right, we did everything we possibly can, and now it's time to file bankruptcy and just continue to do what we can from there on out and just rebuild. And for me, it's something that I know a lot of people, a lot of experts have told me I should be doing right now, but I just can't shake this feeling like something is going to click and I'm going to be able to make enough money to make a significant amount of payments on this and get it down to a point where it's more manageable and ultimately see it paid off pretty soon. But I feel like I've been feeling that way for a very long time. In fact, for about 5 years, I've been feeling that way. And it's getting to a point where it's like, we might have to just do this, and it sucks and I don't want to, but it's getting to a place where it's inevitable unless there's a big change. But I don't know, it's just so hard to really navigate this and know when it's time to say it's time to throw in the towel and just build our life from that standpoint.
I have an announcement that no one really will care about, but for the first time since 2015, every single one of our credit cards has a $0 balance. I genuinely never thought it would happen, and it's because of you that it did, and thank you. There have been times where we've had over $40,000 of credit card debt, and the fact that we have been able to fully pay it off feels like a miracle. And I actually could have done it sooner, but I'm so used to having it that I kept a balance as a buffer and then realized I was paying like hundreds of dollars in interest that could pay our bills. And I just pulled the trigger, took the money out of savings, and paid them off. And it feels so good to not be thinking about that every single day. So if you're young, don't use credit cards. Don't learn how to use them. You're just getting tricked. And if you're not young, I hope that blessings come your way and you can be in the situation that we are someday where they're not causing you to feel like you're drowning. So, hooray, we did it. And now let's keep it this way.
The more credit cards that you spread your extra payments across, the longer you're going to stay in debt. And I know that that sounds backwards because a lot of you think that doing something on everything is actually moving the needle, but I promise you it is not. If you're only making tiny progress everywhere, you're just gonna stay here longer. For example, if you have 3 cards and you're paying like 7 extra to this one, 13 extra to this one, and 25 extra to this one, that is an extra $45 that you are stretching out. Why don't you just put the extra 45 on one, get this one hammered out and gone, and then you only have 2 cards left? Your balances barely look different month to month, and that's not motivating you. Imagine how motivating it would be to wake up 6 months from now and be like, oh yeah, because I put all that targeted excess onto one card, that one card is gone. That's super motivating, actually seeing a debt go, but you're not doing that right now. Everything just gets to hang around longer because you're stretching yourself out. I see this happen all the time. People try so hard to stay on top of everything, but really all you're doing is prolonging this debt payoff journey. Stop doing that. You're gonna go look at all of your minimums right now, and you're gonna pay minimums on all of your debts right now until the end of the year. And only one of those debts is gonna get excess. And then when that's gone, you can move to the next. And when you're done with your debt payoff journey, you're more than welcome to come back and say thanks for helping you. But before you go, don't forget, if you're on a debt-free journey and you need some more resources or maybe a kick in the pants like this a little more often, make sure you hit follow now.
I am slowly slipping into a depression as I try and pay off $50,000 worth of debt, so let's talk about it just in case you're feeling the same way. The issue that I'm coming across is that in my brain, I can't do anything 50%. I am 125% or zero. There's really no in between, and that is the reason that I got so burnt out at the beginning of this year, because last year I paid off $55,000 worth of credit card debt and I was exhausted. At the beginning of this year, I was like, I have to be done for just a little bit because it consumes every single thought in my head, and that is exhausting. Now I'm trying to tackle an additional $50,000 of other debt, including my student loan, my car loan, etc., and I don't know how to make it not consume every single thought. And I debated saying something about this because I come on, I make my cute little payment videos and I go about my day, and everyone thinks I'm very positive and upbeat about this. And that is how I want to present myself, because I don't want debt to seem like such a daunting thing that you can't tackle. But there is a very real side of it that sucks. It sucks. And it is exhausting. And it can consume your every thought if you are in it and you feel like you are buried. So I just want to say that if you are also in it, just know that you're not alone. As long as you keep putting one foot in front of the other, you eventually will get out of it. It just takes a lot of time. Just in case no one's told you today, I love you so much.
What's incredibly frustrating to me is that I make almost 6 figures as a teacher in New York City, and I am still in credit card debt. I used to be in over 13 grand of credit card debt, and I've cut that down to about 4,000, but nonetheless, I am in credit card debt. And I'm like, I don't understand, because, I mean, I guess I do understand, because I understand what got me into these bad spending habits, but now I don't do that anymore. I'm recovered credit card debtor, I don't know. But it's frustrating to me because I'm like, I actually make a pretty decent salary. It's just me and my cat. There's people who make less money than me and have like families. So it really puts into perspective, like, things are just so expensive. And I feel like I don't even do a lot anymore. I mean, granted, I am saving for a lot of things coming up, but day to day, I don't do anything. I feel like all I do is I go to work, I go to the gym, that's it. It's like all I really do. Even on the weekends, I don't do anything. I look through my photo album and I'm like, all I have are videos of the gym and like pictures of my cat. I don't do anything. And I'm like, it's so annoying that I'm still in credit card debt.
I'm $85,413.65 in debt. I'm 33, single, no kids, NYC transplant. I have 2 roommates and I work a full-time cosmetics job. Y'all. So I have been trying to I have been trying not to be mad at myself, but I am mad at myself because I just did my finances based on my paycheck and actually trying to pay to go to my niece's wedding, pay off my credit cards and all of that. And I barely have any money after that. Barely, y'all. And it's just like, wow, if I didn't have this debt, I'd have like $500, $600 just to myself. Honestly, also, if now the wedding is just a thing that's happening and, you know, then hopefully there won't be a wedding for just a couple more years. But the wedding included, though, if I had the money to have money for the wedding before this, then at least now I could kind of thrive a little bit. So that's like $700 that's just out of my pocket, including the wedding and the debt. So but more so the debt. I'm just like so mad at myself. Like, it's just infuriating just knowing that I could have this money and I can't. But I'm trying to pay it down before 6 months. I'm already on track to pay it off before 6 months, and I'm hoping to keep making that less and less time. Like maybe 4 months from now, 3.5, maybe 3. I don't know about 3, but you know, if we can make it happen, let's make it happen. But yeah, it's just like a hard thing, like just being so mad at yourself for being in this position and just wishing that you could do more, and not really just yet having a full game plan to like make extra money or knowing how. I'm trying to do research and I'm trying to get into what I need to get into to really get this going. So y'all already know what to do. Hit the follow button to be on the journey with me, and let's try to get this credit card, the Flex credit card, paid down before November 1st. Bye y'all, see y'all in the next one.
It is currently 4 a.m. and I'm on my way to work at my second job, FedEx. I wasn't scheduled to work today, but I did pick up a shift and it starts at 4:30. I only have 6 hours of sleep in me, and normally that should be just fine, but I am feeling so sore. I worked Sunday, I worked Monday, working today, and I'm planning to work the rest of this week except for Saturday. I had to stop by at the gas station because for some reason those 6 hours were not enough and I felt so sleepy. So I got myself a Red Bull, I got myself a little snack. I hope that that's enough to wake me up and get me to feeling better because I need the energy right now. Trying to give it my all this week so that I can start the month of July with a great paycheck. So I'm gonna keep pushing. I am very proud of myself because I could have chosen to just sleep in today and rest, but instead I got up and chose to do what's gonna bring me closer to my goal, which is to become debt-free by the end of the year.
I realized the reason I was never paying off my credit card is because I was waiting for payday to pay it off. And by the time payday came, I had stuff like groceries, rent, gas, and every other random thing that was eating up my money. So I'd either pay the minimum or nothing extra. Then I found this app called Ditch that basically rounds up all your purchases and sends the spare change straight to your credit card. So instead of me trying to find extra money at the end of the month, it's automatically just sending all these tiny purchases of the spare change straight to the card. Like, I wish I knew about this earlier because it's crazy.